What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can add a camera system to your Gorilla Tag fan game. I've been wanting to make like a new tutorial for a Gorilla Tag fan game for a while now, and well, I decided to do something like this because if you go look on YouTube now, there's like no tutorials on how to make this. And I mean, there is some, but that's just generally Unity, and Gorilla Tag fan games, like games like this, they don't really work the best when it's from those tutorials, obviously, because like it's not about Gorilla Tag fan games, it's about like other games, and Gorilla Tag has a lot of different movements compared to other games. I swear my tongue, I'm getting distracted, whatever. If I sound weird, that's because my nose is stuffy. It's allergies, you know how it is if you have allergies, I guess. And if you don't have allergies, lucky you. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. So what you want to do is first, you want to set up a bunch of security cameras around your map. Yes, this is based off of the Five Nights at Freddy's map, but I mean it's kind of hard to tell because I'm very bad at Blender. And what you want to do, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have like security cameras like this unless you're actually gonna be like moving around the map and want to be able to see the security cameras to make it look nice. And then if you're doing something like this, like if you have like a model from like Sketchfab or something, put a camera object underneath every single one of these. So for camera 1, you want to put a camera under it like I do here and name it camera 1 or camera 2 for camera 2. And you only want to have one of these enabled to start off with. And you want to maybe look in like this camera view and move around the camera so you can't see the actual camera in it. So like if I move around this camera right here, right now obviously you can't see the inside of the camera, but depending on where the camera spawns, you'll be able to see like outside of the map or like inside the camera, and you probably don't want that. So just move it around until it's at a good spot. I have 7 cameras here. The more cameras, the more complex it is, but trust me, it will work, and it's literally just enable and disable for the scripts. So yeah, once you have all your cameras set up around your map like this, you want to go back over to your computer over here, which you might have. I'm not sure how you want to set it up. You can like make it like a big mirror or something, but I'm guessing you might want to have like as a camera, or well, I mean obviously you gotta have cameras. What am I saying? I'm just gonna show like on a computer. So I got my computer here, and what you want to do is you want to go into your materials folder, and you want to create a new render texture. I just named it security cameras. So to create a render texture, you right click in your materials folder or wherever you're gonna put this, go to create and then press render texture. And then once you have this render texture here, basically what you want to do is you want to go to all your cameras. So I'll just select a few here, and depending if you have URP or not, this will be a bit different. So since I have URP, you're going to put this in the output texture section. If you don't have URP, I'm not sure where this will be, but you want to put it in the target texture section. But I don't have the target texture because I have URP, or maybe that's just a version of Unity I'm making this on. So once you have the render textures on all of them, once you have the render texture in the target or output texture, you'll see on your render texture in your materials folder, it should be your first camera. I'm not really sure if it like depends on like which camera you drag it onto first, but for me, it's always gonna be the first camera you drag it onto, like camera 1 or something. It doesn't really matter which camera chosen right here because we're about to make it work with all of them. It's right here. You want to, for your computer, you might want to like separate your face of the computer from the base of the computer, because that's what I did. It just makes it way better. So once you do that, so like say this was all combined, I would in Pro Builder go right here. If it would actually show up, I would detach this face. But I mean, like okay, I'm not even sure what I'm saying. You want to select this and you would go down here to detach face, and that's how you would do it. And then on here, what you want to do is you want to drag in this render texture, but you don't want to drag in just the render texture, obviously. What you want to do is you want to create a material. I'm not sure where I put my material right here. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Yeah, this one right here. You want to just create any material, doesn't matter. And on this material, you want to make it unlit. So I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, go to unlit, and then go to texture. That's how this one is supposed to be set up. And with this one, you just want to drag in your security camera's render texture, and that should be working. Then you want to drag that onto your computer face so it will actually work. And once you've done that, hold on, if I just drag on like this concrete wall texture, if I drag on this texture right here, as you can see it is working, and you have your cameras here. And the reason why you want to have it on unlit and textures, because if you have it on anything else, the camera will be super dark. So if you want to make it like brighter like this, you just want to do that. But if you don't want it to be bright, then just do standard, I guess. Now this is where the scripts come in, because it will only show one camera at a time, and you want it to be able to show all your cameras. So to fix that, you want to drag in the same amount of buttons as you do cameras. So if you have like 5 buttons, you only have 5 camera buttons, you only have 5 buttons there. If you have 7 cameras like I do, you have 7 camera buttons. And this is going to take a lot of disables. So on every single one of these, depending on how many cameras you have, you want to drag in that amount of disables. So okay, this might sound a bit confusing, but say you have 5 cameras, that means you'll want to drag in 4 disables and 1 enable. If you have 6 cameras, you'll drag in 6, you'll drag in no, hold on, I'm getting confused. You'll drag in 5 disables and 1 enable. So basically, what you want to do is you want to drag in the amount of disables that you have, like cameras, but instead of all of them being disables, one of them will be enabled. So if you look at this, instead of just confusing myself, I'll show you. So I have 7 cameras here, as you can see, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 disables and 1 enable. For the enable, you might want to have text so you can actually sort the text. So this is my first camera button, so I'm going to drag in camera 1 for the enable, and all the other cameras, we're going to drag them into this disable area. For camera 2, the enable will be camera 2, and the rest of the cameras will be in disable, and so on and so forth. So basically, what this will do is we'll make it so you can scroll through the cameras by just clicking these buttons. I don't have my Gorilla Rig over here, so you know what I'm just gonna hope that this will work, and I'm just gonna drag in a new player, because I'm too lazy to do anything about it. It's probably not gonna work that well. Whatever. Anyways, we got this right here. We got this player model. We'll be dragging my player model over here. And now, when we start the game, we can use these cameras and scroll through all the cameras. But we gotta wait for it to start, because sometimes Unity likes to take a long time to start. Like right now. Come on, Unity. You can open. Yeah, there you go. Now you're opening. Alright, so, if we drag my Gorilla player over to where these cameras are, that sounded weird, and I drag one of my hands over here, I can press the camera 6 button, or whatever camera, I think that was 5, and then boom, it changes to that camera. If I press the camera 1 button, it changes back to this camera. Camera 4 is camera 4, camera 7, and camera 3, yeah, you guys know how it works. So that is how you can make a camera system in your Gorilla Tag fan game. If this tutorial helped you guys, please leave a like on this video. And, you know, maybe subscribe. I would like it, but I'm not forcing you to do anything. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. But anyways, that is how you make a computer in your Gorilla... Well, no, not a computer. That's how you make security cameras, or just cameras, in your Gorilla Tag fan game. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys in the next video.